Hey everyone, today I want to dive into a story that's not just about sports, but about community, passion, and the power of grassroots movements. We're talking about the arrival of the Perth Bears in the NRL and what it means for rugby league in Western Australia. But this isn't your typical expansion team story, it's deeper, more personal, and frankly, more fascinating than you might think. First, let's set the scene. The Perth Bears are on the cusp of their NRL debut, and while most expansion stories focus on firsts, first signing, first jersey, first match, this one is different. What makes this really interesting is that it's also about a last. This weekend, Melbourne plays Manly in Perth, marking the final NRL game before the city gets its own team. It's the end of an era and the beginning of something entirely new. But here's the thing, Perth's rugby league scene has been simmering for decades, fueled by passionate locals and volunteers. So, this isn't just about what the NRL brings to Perth, it's about what Perth brings to the NRL. Personally, I think what many people don't realise is how much heart and soul has gone into keeping rugby league alive in a city dominated by Australian rules and rugby union. Take Samisoni Langi, for example. He's a former NRL and Super League player who moved to Perth for family reasons and quickly got involved in the local scene. Langi's story is a testament to the passion of the people here. He talks about how clubs like the South Perth Lions and Kalamanda Bulldogs are run by volunteers who set up fields at 6 a.m. on Saturdays, only to do it all again for juniors on Sundays. These aren't just clubs, they are families, and they've been the lifeblood of rugby league in Perth. What this really suggests is that the Perth Bears aren't just entering a new market, they are stepping into a community that's already deeply invested in the sport. Langi points out that while the Bears might lack star power, what matters more to Perth fans is having a team of their own. It's about visibility, accessibility, and building genuine relationships with the community. This raises a deeper question, in sports, is local pride more important than imported star power? From my perspective, the answer is a resounding yes, especially in a city like Perth, where fans are fiercely loyal to their own. One thing that immediately stands out is the role of local clubs like the Rugby Bears. Their story is incredible. For decades, they were a team that couldn't catch a break, losing every game in their first 2 seasons in first grade. But under coach Nelson Davis, they transformed into premiers, winning their first ever first grade title in 2025. What's even more inspiring is how they did it, with local talent, volunteer coaches, and a community that rallied behind them. Davis doesn't take a salary, and many players now play for free. This isn't just a team, it's a movement. If you take a step back and think about it, the Rugby Bears are a blueprint for what the Perth Bears could become. It's not about flashy signings or big names, it's about tapping into the existing passion and building something sustainable. The Bears have already started forging connections with local clubs, like bringing Mal Meninga to Rugby games and offering train and trial deals to local talent. This isn't just smart, it's essential if they want to become part of Perth's fabric. A detail I find fascinating is how rugby league in Perth has always been about stories. The South Perth Lions, for instance, have tales of auctioning off a dead horse, washing in zoo hot pools, and players spiral passing watermelons. These stories might be exaggerated, but they are real in the sense that they reflect the character and resilience of the community. The Perth Bears are stepping into a world where rugby league isn't just a sport, it's a way of life. In my opinion, the biggest challenge for the Perth Bears won't be on the field, it'll be off it. Can they maintain the grassroots feel while competing at the elite level? Can they balance the business of professional sport with the community spirit that's kept rugby league alive in Perth for so long? Personally, I think they can, but only if they stay true to the values of the local clubs that paved the way. What this really suggests is that the Perth Bears aren't just an expansion team, they are a symbol of what's possible when passion meets opportunity. They are entering a community that's already done the hard work, laying the foundation for them to succeed. But success here won't be measured in wins and losses, it'll be measured in how deeply they embed themselves in the hearts of Perth fans. So, as we look ahead to the Perth Bears' debut, let's not just focus on the firsts. Let's celebrate the lasts, the stories, and the people who've kept the flame alive. Because this isn't just about a new team, it's about a community finally getting its moment in the spotlight. And personally, I can't wait to see what happens next.